A very good afternoon, my dear children. Welcome back to geography class. Today in our class we will discuss about chapter 11, that is hydrosphere. According to the reduced syllabus, just you will have to learn the definition, that is the meaning of hydrosphere, and the tides, formation and pattern. Ocean currents, their circulation pattern is not important. It has been reduced this year, and only you will have to learn the different ocean currents and their effects. Specifically Gulf Stream, North Atlantic Drift, Labrador Current, Kuroshio and Oyashio. These are the important 5 types of ocean currents and their effects. Only effects of the ocean currents. We need not to learn what are the causes for the ocean currents, different types, all those things not required. In the same way, tides also, formation and pattern. Tides, formation and pattern, ocean currents and the definition and their effects. Which ocean currents? Gulf Stream, North Atlantic Drift, Labrador Current, Kuroshio and Oyashio. First, before that, we will learn the definitions of this hydrosphere, tides, ocean currents, etc. What is the definition or meaning of hydrosphere? Hydrosphere refers to the combined mass of water found on the earth, such as in oceans, rivers, streams, lakes, in the atmosphere and underground. Definition is very important. It is a combined mass of water. My dear students, repeatedly I would like to, if you have missed out any of the keyword also, I won't give you full marks. Of course, when you are mentioning like oceans, rivers, streams, lakes, these water bodies names, if 1 or 2 is missing also not a matter, but these water bodies like oceans, rivers, streams, lakes, all comes under different water bodies. In the atmosphere, these are all in the atmosphere, and underground, if you don't write, you will not get full marks. You cannot be scored with full marks. Okay, so what is the meaning of hydrosphere? It refers to the combined mass water found on the earth, such as oceans, rivers, streams, lakes, in the atmosphere and underground also. So the main sources of water on the earth are, what are the main sources of water? Ocean water, water on land, underground water and water in atmosphere. In the form of water in the atmosphere means in the form of clouds, water vapor, all these things. So in these 4 ways, these are the 4 sources of water. Next, the movement of ocean water takes place in different, so all the water on the earth is connected and is constantly moving. So just you see that, you imagine ocean water or water on land, which is in rivers, the water which is in streams or lakes, all the water on the earth is connected. Water is connected with one another and it is constantly moving. Right? The movement of ocean water takes place in 3 different ways. That is through waves, tides and ocean currents. Once again I repeat, the movement of ocean water takes place in 3 different ways, that is through waves, ocean currents and tides. Now we will see what are waves, what are tides and what are ocean currents. Here I am telling that on oceans, how do the water moves? In 3 ways, that is in the form of waves. Next, tides and ocean currents. Now we will see the definitions of each one. Waves, what are waves? Waves are oscillatory movements in water manifested by an alternate rise and fall of the surface. Waves are the oscillatory movement of in water, just movement, rise and fall of the water. Just rise and fall of the water is known as waves. What are tides? Tides are the rise and fall of sea water due to gravitational forces of the sun and the moon. These are called tides. Once again, the rise and fall of the sea water due to gravitational forces of the sun and the moon are called tides. Next, third one, what are ocean currents? These ocean currents are large masses of surface water that circulate in regular patterns around the oceans. So here waves are just normal rise and fall of sea water. Have you got it, my dear? Normal rise and fall of sea surface water. This is waves. Then the rise and fall of sea water which caused due to gravitational forces of sun and moon are called tides. They takes little higher than the waves. Next, ocean currents are more larger than tides. They are very large masses which takes place, which circulate in a regular pattern around the oceans. These are the three definitions. So especially ocean currents, my dear students, they move in a regular particular pattern. For example, on the oceans, these ocean currents, they have their own way, their own path. They move always in a particular way. Sometimes these ocean currents will help the navigators to move in a particular way from one distance to another destination also, because they always move. Ocean currents, they are the large mass which circulate in a regular pattern from one destination to another destination. So they help, these movements help the navigators to reach to another place, as well as many effects also are there. Here all the definitions please do learn. Formation of tides. We will see. Tidal currents affect the whole water mass from the sea surface to the bottom. As we have discussed that how are the tides formed actually. The rise and fall of sea water due to the gravitational forces of the sun and the moon are called tides. The rise and fall of sea water which occurs due to the gravitational forces of the sun and the moon are called tides. So these tidal currents affect the whole water mass from the sea surface to the bottom, from the sea surface to the bottom of the sea. The sea waves produced by tides are called tidal waves. The rise of the sea water and its movement towards the coast is called tide. The rise, as I have told, due to the gravitational forces of the sun and the moon, sea water rises and falls. When the sea water raised, it moves towards the coast, and this type of position is called as a tide. And when it falls down, the sea water, it moves towards the sea, it is called ebb. When the sea water rises, the water moves towards the coast, it is called tide. And the sea water, when it falls, the sea water, it moves towards the sea, it is called ebb. In this way, tides and ebbs occur twice on the surface in 24 hours. They occur twice in a day. Two tides and two ebbs occur twice in a day. And the fall of the sea water and the movement towards the sea is called ebb, and the resultant low water level is called low tide water. The difference between high tide water and low tide water is called tide range. Here you will have to know the definitions of water. How are the tides occur? They cause due to the gravitational forces of the sun and the moon. Next, what are tidal waves? Next, what is tide? What is ebb? What is tide range? All these definitions. Next, how are the tides formed? High tides, all these things, how are they formed? Let us see. As we have discussed already, the tides have their origin in the gravitational forces of the sun and the moon. The earth, as we know that the earth rotates from west to east and it revolves around the sun following an elliptical orbit. Similarly, the moon rotates from west to east and it revolves around the earth along an elliptical orbit. So that the distance between, during the course, when the earth is revolving and around the sun and the moon is revolving around the earth, during this course, this process, sometimes there will be changes in the distance between the earth and the moon. It is not the same all the days in a month. How we have discussed, it is the distance between the earth and the sun is not the same throughout the year, right? In the same way, the distance between the earth and the moon also is not the same throughout the month. There is a changes in the distance. So this is called, the period of the farthest distance between the moon and the earth is called apogee, like aphelion, as we discussed regarding earth and sun, the distance between the earth and sun. In the same way, the distance between the, if it is farthest distance between the moon and the earth, it is called apogee, and when the period of the nearest distance is called perigee. perigee and apogee. Now, the surface of the earth facing the moon. Now, during these revolves when the moon is revolving around the sun, as well as when the moon is revolving around the earth and the earth is revolving around the sun. During this process, as I have told, the distance varies from one day to another day in a month. Now, the surface of the earth facing the moon experiences maximum gravitational force of the moon. When the earth surface facing the moon, during that time it experiences more gravitational force. On the other hand, which does not face the moon experiences minimum gravitational force, that is opposite side of the earth. Now, on the surface of the earth there is a water bodies, right? Consequently, the water on the surface facing the moon is attracted because of more gravitational force is attracted and pulled up. Thus, the high tide occurs. High tide is also formed at the opposite side of the earth simultaneously because of the reactionary, that is centrifugal force of the gravitational force of the moon, causing outward bulge of the water. In this way, tides occur. Tides are formed, especially high tides. Next, we will discuss about high tides and low tides. Two tides and two ebbs are experienced twice at every place on the Earth's water surface in 24 hours. Now, high tides, when the sun, the earth and the moon are in the same line at the time of full moon and at the time of new moon day. These three comes on the same line. When the sun, the earth and the moon comes on the same line, when they formed as a straight line, their gravitational forces work together and high tides are formed. Their gravitational forces work together and high tides are formed. On the other hand, when the sun and the moon are at the position of right angle with reference to the earth, position of the earth, the gravitational forces of the sun and the moon work against each other. In case of when they form on the straight line, the gravitational forces of the sun and the moon work together when they come on the straight line. On the other hand, when the position of the sun and the moon are form as a right angle with a reference to the earth, their gravitational forces work against. There they work together and here gravitational forces work against, and as a result low tides will be formed. Low tides will be formed as it is explained on the screen which is provided in front of you. Next, we will move on to third type of ocean water movement, that is ocean currents. So, ocean currents, before moving, just according to the reduced syllabus, if you know the definition and different types of ocean currents which are occurred on the world, in the world, as well as their effects, if you know, it is enough, my dear. Especially 5 types of ocean currents are there, 5 ocean currents and their effects. So, firstly, I would like to recall the definition of ocean currents which you have been learnt in the beginning of this concept. What are ocean currents? They are large masses of surface water that circulate in a regular patterns around the oceans. They are the large masses of surface water that circulate in a regular pattern around the oceans. So, based on the temperature, ocean currents can be broadly divided into 2 categories. That is the warm ocean currents and cold ocean currents. So, what are warm ocean currents? These are the currents which flow from the low latitudes in the tropical zones towards the high latitudes in the temperate and subpolar zones. The word itself you can see the meaning. Warm means they blow from the low latitudes like 0 to 1-2 degrees. They flow from the low latitudes from the tropical zone towards the high latitudes, that is towards the temperate and subpolar zones. They bring warm water into the cold water areas. Now second definition, second type, cold ocean currents. These currents have a lower surface temperature and they bring cold water into warm water areas. They bring cold water into warm water areas. In this way they are balancing. Have you noticed that? The warm ocean currents bring warm water towards the cold areas, and cold ocean currents bring cold water towards the warm areas. In this way they are balancing the ocean water. Now what is cold ocean currents? These currents flow in the high latitudes from the polar regions towards the low latitudes in the warm equator regions. These are the two types of ocean currents, and now we will see especially 5 ocean currents which occur in the world. The first one, the Gulf Stream. It is a kind of warm ocean current. Gulf Stream. Where does it originate, and where does it originate, and as well as what is its effect? If you learn, it is enough. The Gulf Stream, together with the northern extension towards Europe, the North Atlantic Drift, is a powerful, warm and swift Atlantic ocean current that originates in the stream. So first one, what type of ocean current it is, you have to know. 5 types of ocean currents are mentioned here. First one, the Gulf Stream. It is what type of ocean current? It is a warm ocean current. That means it flows from the equator tropical zone towards the temperate zone. In the stream, Gulf Stream, and what is its effect is important. Its presence has led to the development of strong cyclones of all types, both within the atmosphere and within the oceans also. The Gulf Stream is also a potential source of renewable power generation. That also you can consider as an effect. Due to this Gulf Stream, which is a kind of warm ocean current, we can generate the power. So it is a renewable power generation, as well as it causes cyclones of all types on the ocean water bodies as well as in the atmosphere also. This is the effect. So all 5 types of ocean currents, names, what type of ocean current and its effect. These 3 you have to learn. That's enough. Next we will move on to another ocean current. The North Atlantic Drift. It is also a warm ocean current. Where does it originate? It is a warm Atlantic Ocean current which runs from the Grand Bank near Newfoundland to Western Europe. In fact, the warm Gulf Stream current is deflected towards the east under the influence of westerlies and the rotation of the earth and reaches Europe as the North Atlantic Drift. Of course, what is the effect? It is a warm current that keeps the ports of Europe free from ice even in winter. This is important. This North Atlantic Drift, what is the effect of this North Atlantic Drift, which is a warm ocean current? It keeps the ports of Europe free from ice even in winter, because it is a warm ocean current. It flows, it brings warm water towards the cold areas. So wherever it is very cold areas also, during winter season they won't feel much more freeze because of this North Atlantic Drift which brings warm water. Next we will move on to another ocean current, the Labrador Ocean Current. The Labrador Ocean Current is a cold ocean current. It is a cold current in the North Atlantic Ocean which flows from the Arctic Ocean south along the coast of Labrador and passes around Newfoundland, containing south along the east coast of Nova Scotia. It is a continuation of the West Greenland Current and the Baffin Island Current. It meets the warm Gulf Stream at the Grand Banks southeast of Newfoundland and again north of the outer banks of the North Carolina. The combination of these two currents produces heavy fogs. Very important effect of Labrador cold ocean current. Very, very important, my dear students. What is the important effect of this Labrador cold ocean current? The combination of this cold ocean current and it meets the Gulf Stream also. As we studied that the Gulf Stream is a warm ocean current, and this Labrador current also flows towards the cold regions. These two meet at one point, and where these two warm ocean current and cold ocean current meets together, the combination of two warm and cold ocean currents which produces heavy fogs and has also created one of the richest fishing grounds in the world. Of course, due to the fogs, it also has a negative effect. Due to the fogs, the navigators feels very difficult to travel, which happens when these cold ocean current and warm ocean current meet together. Okay, here one positive effect is there. They created one of the richest fishing grounds in the world. That is the positive effect. On the other hand, negative effect, due to the fogs which is formed because of these two are meeting, heavy fog, navigators cannot travel. You might have heard about the Titanic movie. Why in the Titanic movie the ship had got collapsed, destroyed, because of fog formed due to meeting of warm ocean current and cold ocean current. That is the main reason. Okay, so that is a negative effect. You can mention as negative effect also. Here I did not write on the screen which is provided in front of you, but you logically you can write the point also. The fog creates very difficulty to the navigators to travel. Next, Kuroshio current. It is a kind of warm ocean current. It is a strong western boundary current in the western North Pacific Ocean. It begins off the east coast of Taiwan and flows northeastward past Japan, where it merges with the easterly drift of the North Pacific Current. It is analogous to the Gulf Stream in the Atlantic Ocean, transporting warm tropical water northward towards the polar region. It is also sometimes known as the Black Stream, the English translation of Kuroshio, and an allusion to the deep blue of its water, and also as the Japan current. What is the effect of this Kuroshio warm ocean current? It sustains the coral reefs of Japan, the northernmost coral reefs in the world. There is a concentration of uranium passing through this current every year. It is also responsible for the mild weather experienced around Alaska's southern coast. Next, the Oyashio current, ocean current. It is a kind of cold ocean current. It is a cold subarctic ocean current that flows south and circulates counterclockwise, that is anti-clockwise, in the western North Pacific Ocean. It correlates with the Kuroshio current off the eastern shore of Japan to form the North Pacific current. What is the effect of this cold Oyashio ocean current? It forms richest fishing grounds in the world owing to the extremely high nutrient content of the cold water and very high tides in some areas also. These are the effects. Different kinds of ocean currents in the world. 5 main ocean currents, and what type of ocean currents are those, and what are their effects, from where do they originate. If you learn, that is more than enough in this lesson.